Welcome back, Munchies. We're today we're doing the Dead by Daylight bitchiest killer to go against tier list. I'm gonna need you to remember to subscribe, hit that bell notification, and like we don't need any introduction because y'all already know who we are, right? Here with my co-host Lamo right here, you know, vibing, of course, like we always are, just munching on some brains. And you want to say anything before we get started here?
I just gotta agree with you, man. I do be munching on some brains every now and then,
Yeah.
get my calories up. I'm actually training for a future fight, so we're gonna see how that goes.
Ooh, ballin'.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him.
Ha. That's like a major L. All right, we're gonna get started here. Number one, we got Trapper himself. I think personally for me, I think Trapper's pretty basic, generic. Like everybody knows who he is, everybody knows what he does. Most generic killer power. But I think for me, I just kind of hate traversing the map a little bit slower, kind of like avoiding all the little patches of grass. That's all. That's me. That's me personally though. They're not that bad at going. It's usually kind of ass.
Yeah, I mean the ones you gotta watch out for, the ones that trap basement in this game called Dead by Daylight. For those of you who may not know this game,
Yeah, I
an
mean,
isometric 4v1 where the one is the killer and the four are survivors, and they must escape via repairing generators
indeed.
and opening exit gates.
We have slightly mentioned this before in the third episode, I believe.
Yeah, in Gamers Edition.
Yeah, Gamers Edition. So yes, I think you could safely put Trapper in the I.
Yeah, I mean, there's some pretty good trappers, but it's a gamble.
Yeah, honestly, kind of a gamble. Like if we're talking like Odds Darvo at peak, kind of a menace.
For real.
Let's see. Next on, we got Wraith here. I think you played Wraith for like a decent amount. You want to go for this?
Uh, yeah, Wraith, I feel like, depending on who you go against, they can be pretty annoying, especially with what add ons they add. Like, you can go Silent Bell, you can go Loud Bell, where you just ring the entire map and just use that to your advantage, sort of get the survivors on edge. But a majority of them will just be bing bong, and then they chase you for 35 minutes, and then all the gens are done, and they don't use their power at all during chase or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I think this is another yeah,
yeah. For me, I think Wraiths are kind of like Trapperish sort of level. They're not always the best. But when you do find a good Wraith, they're kind of a menace.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
'cause these are part of the main killers.
yeah. I think a good Wraith with like a speed on cloak and a wall hack add-on, I think it's pretty nasty.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
So we're gonna leave him an I.
I
Yeah. Now Billy here, I think personally, if you still play Billy, you're a saint after all they've done to him, my boy. They've nerfed him like
bro,
17 times. They
cause he's
actually
just
nerfed him in the PTV recently again for no reason.
for real.
Yeah, they said his two best add-ons were performing a little bit too well, and they're only using them, so we're gonna nerf them a little bit.
So then they still use them, but they're just shitter.
They're just a little bit more shitter.
Oh my god, oh my god,
They
bro,
butchered my boy.
and they butchered my boy.
Yeah, I think we can safely put Billy in second coming of Christ. If you're a Billy main, God bless you. You deserve it because you're just putting up with all the dog shit that they're facing against you. Plus, it's fun to loop a Billy because a lot of them will have the honor of chainsaw only.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we love those.
we
We
love those
respect you
Billies.
all.
Now we could put Nurse and Fatherless. That's the
Yeah. Despite
anybody who
all of the
plays this.
bad nurses that exist, the good nurses are so good that they just outweigh the bad.
Yeah, you could go against like five shitty nurses, and then you feel good about yourself, and then you go against that one good nurse, and then you feel like dog shit after.
Yeah,
And because you're like, bro, like get off this game, man. Like you really gotta like play a character that requires some skill. Every nurse just avoids the entire freaking map. They're like, all right, you got this pallet in this crazy loop. I'm gonna just
That's
teleport straight through it.
crazy.
Like that's
Yeah.
insane. I'm gonna hit you through it. No cap. I think if you're a nurse man, you really gotta rethink your life choices here.
For real, for real.
You may wake up tomorrow in an unmarked grave in the middle of the desert. Who knows?
Who knows? Remember that fight I was training for?
Yeah.
It's you.
Oh, yeah. I remember
Oh,
that.
yeah.
We got
I love Michael.
one Myers. I think
I love Michael's.
lot of the time
I used
we
to
could put
play
him in
him.
awesome sauce.
Yeah. I mean, he just stares at you for like 3 gens.
For
So he
real.
gets his tier 3 tombstone.
Yeah. A lot of Michaels I see are kind of ass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It. I used to play him a little bit. It's interesting,
Yeah,
to
I
say the
mean,
least.
with the scratch mirror add-on, where he just kind of sees you through walls and shit. Like the other one, probably was called Vanity Mirror, I think.
Yeah, Vanity Mirror is like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And then Infinite Tier 3 kind of nasty, but like everybody always has counterplay where they slow vault shit, they just hop in a locker or they just stay on a gen, just be like that.
yeah,
Like every single Tier 3 Myers gamer always gets mad.
for real.
So I think we could put him in awesome sauce. Not really have any complaints.
Yeah, none here,
I don't.
and none in the comment section either.
Yep. I prefer not to see any in the comment section. So we have a next one is Hag. uh I think put Hagen needs to go outside.
Yeah,
I don't really see too many because it's kind of hard to play Hag right now.
yeah,
But when you go against that like one good Hag, it's kind of annoying because you're just kind of like slowly traversing the map. You don't want to hit a trap because the every single Hag always has like their teleport is automatically just bounded to the nearest button closest to their finger. So the moment they see a little like score notification that somebody's activated your trap, they're already on you.
yeah. It's interesting to play against him.
Yeah, I think people that go against Hags like like they kind of hate it. I mean like recently they also removed the flashlight thing where you could remove the trap with a flashlight, but it's like
They they removed that. That's crazy as
yeah,
fuck.
but they made it base kits you could do without a flashlight.
Okay, a little bit better. Never
Yeah,
mind. Never mind.
because they were making some changes for like the killers that some of them killers could be affected by flashlights. I think they made it so that you can't burn wraith, but I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Jesus,
Yeah,
that'd be OP.
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna play Wraith again.
I think Doctor. A lot of the time they're kind of ass. Dust Tier 4, the Doctor God himself, maybe
I mean, when you
barely
get a good
manages like one
doctor,
kill.
you get a good doctor.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
if there's a good Doctor, a lot of the time they kind of deserve it because they kind of hit your shots right.
Yeah.
But the rest of the time they're kind of just sucking dick the whole game because they can't shock correctly. You go through a pellet and then they mistime it and they just run through it and then they kind of do it for like 4 loops and then you kind of throw the pallet on them. They gotta break it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Doctors kind of really ain't shit. No cap. But when you go against that singular one good doctor every like 1,000 games and you're like, damn, he kind of fucked us.
Yeah, but that's like 1 in a million.
Yeah, not a common occurrence here. I think for Huntress, it kind of needs to go outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I appreciate the goofy Huntress mains. Like Coconut himself. Coconut's chilling, but like, I mean, he's pretty good. He's pretty good at Huntress, but I kind of hate all the Huntress that just hold their hatchet up for a million years, and then
Oh, yeah.
they just wait for you to do anything so they can throw it at you, and then
Yeah, they're pretty annoying.
Yeah, there's two categories: the ones that hit the hatchets and the ones that don't. And those are the ones that DC. Right.
For real, for real.
Yeah. If you could hit your hatchets on Huntress, kind of nasty as fuck. But there's those Huntresses that kind of like don't, and
Yeah.
they're not too happy about it. They usually bring like Noed or something. It's kind of disgusting. So they're not hitting anything the whole game, and then like they down you once, and it's kind of over. They're just kind of face camping you.
Yep.
How much
Hatchet drawn, ready for you.
for even worse if they have like Eerie,
Oh yeah. Oof.
disgusting. Let's see, you got Bubba here.
Bubba's an interesting choice here.
I know that majority of Bubbas are straight cheeks.
You get the nice Bubba every now and then, though.
And you get the nice Bubba every now and then that will not face camp, no matter how much you
Yeah,
press him.
that's just there for like farming with barbecue and shit.
Yeah, but barbecue got
We
nerfed.
love
No,
those
no BP
Bubbas.
no more. So none of
That's
that.
terrible. I hate this game.
I know barbecue got nerfed like that. Nobody uses that shit anymore. I've seen it in like two builds
Jesus.
since then.
Wow.
Uh you're either a bitch as Bubba or you're like kind of a saint, right?
Yeah, there's no in between.
There's no in between. Yeah, they're either like hillbilly level or you're face camping, And
Yeah.
there's two tiers of face camping. There's that face camping shit where you're like you catch you once, you really do much, kind of just chilling there. And there's that second one where they're just harassing you on hook after they get you because you made them mad as fuck. So
Yeah.
you're either on some random hook in the map. God forbid you get down in your basement and they just have iron grass, vegetation, mad grit. They get your ass down there and you will not leave alive.
Yep, it's over.
Yep.
R.I.P. Mans.
R.I.P. Now Freddy,
Freddy's interesting character.
we've gone against a few Freddys, me and my friends. There's this one very infamous Freddy that we know. It's called Monito, right? He was this one like sort of small streamer. Um, one of my friends said that he was the worst Freddy he's ever seen, and like we needed to see it, right? But we never gone against him. But then on one fateful day, we went against him one time. We went against this dude Monito, and what's it called? We absolutely shitted on him because of how bad he was. I don't understand how you're just this horrendous at the game. He put down some snares at some pallets. He could have got an easy hit. He absolutely whiffed. I hit him with my 90s. I'm not the
Yep,
best at 360s, but I'm pretty nasty at my 90s, so they kind of just like, you know, kind of get destroyed.
destroyed.
Get destroyed. So, and we went on a stream. We went on a stream one time, and we talked shit. And then I think his friend was there, and then they were like, they were talking shit to me because I think I clapped them when I was playing Blight.
Oh yeah.
And then they were like, my friend's a better Blight than you. I was like, I could not care less. That was possibly the worst insult. It's like my dad could beat up your dad.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
then I think Monito's chat was like, yeah, I'd bully him too if I played against him. That shit was so fucking. That was so sad. His entire chat hated him because of how ass he was.
Jesus, man. Jesus.
How about you? What's your stance on a Piggy Pig right here?
Piggy Pig, fun to play. Honest. I love me some Piggy Pig.
Yeah,
Um, kind of a weak-ish killer, but like, what are you gonna do?
yeah. I think I agree with that. Like they're cool to go against, but it's like I do this sometimes if I low key kind of get shit on Pig, specifically when I did a depth that one time where I was like, all right, bro, they're kind of being bitches, so I'm gonna just pull up. I put a trap on one of them, and this is what some pigs do. They kind of just follow you crouching, right? So, and then they kind of just down you, take you away from the little thing. So your just head
Yeah,
explodes, and you just can't do anything about it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm Pimonite. They're not awesome sauce because some of the pigs they use the dark magic. here, and kind of follow you, wait for your head to explode.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, forbidden arts.
Mm-mm.
Now, let's let's put this up here. Clowns are fatherless. No cap.
Are you gonna go on your spiel?
I'm gonna go on my little spiel here. So
Alrighty.
let me just say, beyond the slowing down of the bottles and shit, that's kind of bad on its own. But when what most clowns would do is they would have that bottle, and then they would run the add-on that makes it like 4% slower, so it adds onto it, and then they would probably have like an extra two bottles. Or what I would do whenever I play clown would have the I think cigar box, so you can see auras when you're using your little yellow bottle. So
Oh yeah.
so you're like 5% faster, and they're like 9% slower. So it's like an extra boost. So it's kind of disgusting. What they also do is they run like save the best. So every time they hit somebody, you just get faster, right? So and they hit you, and you get slowed. You get like 10 meters, and then they're already on your ass again. So
Jesus.
yeah, man. And then you just hear in the background every single fucking time they hit you. That shit's mad annoying, you know. But
Yep.
like
I
that's
agree
when you're
with you.
going against a clown. Me, I'm a bitch on clown. I be doing the same shit I complain about. So
It's just how it goes.
just how it is.
Just how it is.
Yeah, this is
It's
a
just the way it is.
yeah, this is a very biased tier list. We could talk shit about how people play, but we do the exact same stuff. So we're hypocrites out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So spirit here now,
What do you think of Spirit?
fatherless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this is going to enrage my fellow friend Malimos, who is a spirit main, and he's a spirit body pillow from the hooked on you gay dating sim in his room. So like
That's crazy.
yeah, I don't know, it's pretty.
That you just doxed him.
No, I didn't dox him,
Okay.
not yet, but so yeah, he just has that body pillow and he just plays spirit like a bitch. And like first of all, I think anybody that plays the Badilla can notice that Spirit's a bitch because like who realistically wants to like have their headset on max volume just to know where the killer's at, you know?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No, ain't nobody like that. I'm just trying to play casually. I have like maybe music playing in the background. Maybe I'm talking shit with my friends. I don't
Yeah.
want to sit down
Mm-mm.
and just hear, like oh shit, it's coming from my right direction. And then there's also those times where the spirits are just like absolutely like virgins of the game, hasn't touched grass in probably years.
Yeah.
Like lives in their parents' attic, shunned upon by their family, where they just know exactly where you are and you kind of can't do shit about it. Oh yeah, plus there's sound whoring hard as fuck.
For real.
All right, now with legions,
What are you thinking?
I haven't really gone against legion recently. I think personally they're kind of awesome sauce, right? But it's like sometimes you can get those legions where they're just kind of bitches and they just want to like have this entire anti healing build, right?
Yeah.
That's me though, no cap. But
Oh. Okay.
yeah. But like for me on Legion, I run like a status effect build where like every single one of my perks and add-ons does something different. So you just have like six status effects on their screen at all times. But I think a lot of the time Legions are they're kind of mid. They're not that amazing.
Yeah.
They just kind of do their own thing. They run around the map, they hit you, and they're like, oh shit, I'm about to go get a second hit, and they don't because they're too far.
And they don't, for real.
Yeah,
That's just how it is.
they hit you and you just kind of mend. Then you go back in your gen because they're already across the map and they haven't hit anybody.
That is really how every single Legion match goes.
For real. All right, now plague.
Plague. Ooh, man.
Oh, and the plague need to go outside. I hate
Yeah.
just kind of just not having to cleanse the entire game.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Yeah, you're just kind of sitting there infected. You're just throwing up vomit all the entire game. Everything you touch just gets infected, and then whenever the killer gets their power, let's say nobody cleanses it, he still gets it randomly. I think is like every minute and a half, 2 minutes or 3 minutes or some shit. If she doesn't drink anything.
Wow.
I don't really like. I don't know like the exact condition or timer, but some shit like that. But whenever she does have that, you got to be like full health. Otherwise, she's kind of like a free hit, a free down. I mean, like I think the best way to like cleanse, I guess, is to just do it in the, like the weird ass spot on the map. So they kind of got to like walk far. But it's kind of, but that's kind of is like annoying for you too, because you kind of got to like go across the map, not do shit, and then and then
Yeah.
after you cleanse, you get the possibility of either doing nothing because you don't want to get sick, or getting sick again because this plague just has every single generator vomited on.
For real. I mean, I got a way to cleanse. You just DC.
Oh,
That's just me though.
yeah,
For real.
baller.
Yeah.
I think recently there was a video on like if you walk while you're infected, you don't your thing doesn't go up. So I don't really know that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think that's pretty
So
cool.
you just
But it's like
really.
it's kind of useless when they chase you and they just vomit on you until you get infected anyways.
Yeah.
Then there's no point. Ghostface. Want to give your opinion?
Haven't faced too many ghost faces in my day, so I don't think I can give a good one. But I mean, they got the teabag ability, so I think they I.
Mm. Yeah, I think kind of in the same thing as Pig, where
Yeah.
they could just kind of like teabag you after they get down. So they're rather like really wholesome Ghostface players, or they're those ones that are just like really toxic because shit on them and they finally downed you, so they're just kind of teabagging you the whole game.
Yeah, because they're terrible at the video game.
For real, Ghostface that teabag on downs are actually just trash.
Yeah. You've already been reported to me. I have a database.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think there's a bitch to play against. I don't think he's that bad. And I know like the whole like stalking thing where it's like leaning, if or just like the whole revealing thing in general. It's kind of annoying sometimes because you're looking at it, he's in the middle of your screen and you just do not want to reveal him.
Yeah, it's really. That's the only like gameplay mechanic thing.
Yeah,
That's just really annoying with him.
yeah. It's just the whole reveal thing. I don't really care about his little instant down. That's fine. If he stalks you and he doesn't get the down, then that's on him for being asked. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I think we can agree that the Demogorgon can go in the second coming of Christ.
Oh yeah.
You
Cause
hardly
like
you hardly see them anyways.
yeah, because they're gone.
Yeah, they're becoming extinct because they got pulled off the shop.
But it's nice that there's still a choice for killer.
Yeah,
If you got him.
yep. There's those few who still play Demogorgon to this day, and they get much love and respect by the community because they're the last of their kind.
Yeah.
But then there's the very few who go into their dark arts and like go on like reach into their pocket and pull out the nastiest 3 gen build or the nastiest Devour Defender where
Yeah.
they
I mean,
just put now they have like a 3 gen where they put up 3 portals. They have a full gen kick build. I think gen kicking is getting kind of nerfed, so it's kind of not going to be a thing. But when it was a thing, I did it myself. Where we just have we have like a 3 gen. Where you have 3 portals set up with lifeguard whistle and Lepros Lycan, so you can always know if they're near a
and
portal.
it's just over then
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
point.
and then it's like at that point you just give up. You're not breaking that 3 gen.
Nope.
But if we're talking the Devour Defender build, it's kind of disgusting. You kind of have like the same 2 add-ons. You put up a portal on top of your Devour, and then you just have like a couple like a little network around it. And then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want
yeah.
to if you gotta be like good at chases though, so you kind of got to get downs. And then what you can do is kind of like hold off on your insta down for Devour, so they don't know you have it. If they don't know it's already there, you can kind of use your secondary, your shred until you get the last
Yeah.
down. And then all of a sudden he's getting morayed, and he's like, "Oh shit!" He just got revealed that he has Devour, and then they're looking for it. And then you pretty much know where everybody's at because your area add on. You go through portals, you know where everybody's at, so you know they get the downs. Plus, if they're on your portal, you know where they are because lifeguard whistle. So it's kind of a
Terrible.
disgusting like setup if you get it to work.
Very
But
disgusting.
I
Very,
haven't
very
seen
poor.
that a lot of the time. It's a demo with the basic gen build and save the best, and that's pretty much what every demo does.
Yeah.
Nah, let's see. Oni.
Odie is interesting.
For me, I think Oni are awesome sauce.
Yeah, they're pretty fun.
Yeah,
I enjoy a good
yeah, they
Oni.
kind of like a good Oni can kind of hit some nasty flicks on you, but a lot of the time they're not amazing, right? So you can kind of like running an Oni sometimes can be like running a Billy,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
yeah, but like
But like,
they're not like all the way down there in the second coming of Christ here, simply because of the fact that there's those few Onis that just like they just kind of ruin the player base. You know, they're just they have some pretty nasty builds they pull up. I've seen a 3 gen Oni build before. That was kind of weird, but it worked. We were just kind of in the game for like 25 minutes trying to break his 3 gen because whenever he injured somebody, he didn't chase them right, so they just left behind a shit ton of blood. So he just traveled between the 3 gens over and over and over.
oh god,
Yeah, and he didn't get any kills too, which is sad. So
that's well. I mean, you play like that. So what do you expect?
yeah, let's see, Death Slinger.
Death Slinger. Hmm.
Have anything on him?
I mean, first starting out, I thought he was pretty good, but now I'm like, he's alright. He's alright.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not thrilled to play against him, but I'm not,
yeah.
hating my life during a chase. So
Yeah, lot of the time they're kind of cool to go against. They're not that bad. I think we could put them in like awesome sauce.
yeah,
Lot of the time their aim is like pretty decent. They can shoot you like a majority of the time, but if you're like half decent a survivor, you could probably like dodge the chain, and then they're just kind of sitting there reloading for like 4 seconds.
oh yeah, and then by that time you're like gone.
Yeah, and you're
So
already like across the map. It's over for them. So I think we could put Death Slinger in awesome sauce. They're not like that really oppressive. For me, whenever I play Death Slinger, I think it's pretty chill gameplay. I mean, sometimes it is annoying when the chain breaks, but like that's just because they were in a weird spot.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pyramid Head.
Pyramid Head.
I think we could
Hmm.
put him in VI.
Yeah, I mean they are a little annoying to go against.
Yeah, I mean, so like a good Pyramid Head will kind of mind game you. You know, like how you can kind of see like a preview of the path for like a little bit right before it hits.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
a lot
But
of
you need to be
yeah,
like
you gotta be like kind of
you need to
good.
be like a Toho player to like react to that, man.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you like be like really good to react to that, but so a lot of people just kind of fake where they're going. Or they go right, they go left last second, so the pyramid head goes where they were before and they miss. But me and a lot of other like decent pyramid heads, what they would do is they kind of like set it off to the side away from the survivor so that they could probably run into it because they think they're gonna hit exactly where they're at. So
Yeah.
like they kind of do that. I mean, that's kind of annoying, but it's like, and if you're in a spot where you can't really escape, then you're just kind. It's just how long can you last before he finally hits you? You know?
Yeah, that's usually what it boils down to at the end of the day.
Yeah, I've done that. Done that a couple times. Once recently on RPG, I had somebody there for like 15 seconds, just like fish. It was like a fish in a barrel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they're all right. A lot of pyramid
Yeah,
heads run like pretty weird builds. You don't really see them often. I've seen some pyramid heads run fucking deathbound for no reason.
oh god.
Let's
Wow.
see, Blight.
Oh man, Blight.
Put Blood up in Fatherless.
Yeah, we can I think it's can be stated, has been stated, will be stated, and I don't think we really need to explain ourselves all too much on this one.
Yeah, Blights and Nurses are kind of go hand in hand together up there. Matter of fact, let's
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
just switch them right next to each other. So I think if you know Blight, he's pretty much he's kind of like Nurse in a way where he can traverse the map pretty fast and then kind of like not really ignore obstacles, but if you go against a good blight, you really can't escape because you know they're just that much faster than you, and then they're just kind of like hitting these nasty curves around these corners where they just you have no choice but to get hit, you know.
Yeah.
So you know it's kind of like that. A lot of the time the blights we go against aren't really like that amazing. They kind of ass, kind of like they're like the type of blights they just started playing and trying to learn blight. So they're playing with like the turning add-on and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But
but if
eventually,
eventually you're gonna go against those blights that just have been on blight since day one, and then they're like, "Holy shit, this is my favorite killer,"
and
and
then
they
there's
just fucking ricochet off every wall just to hit the nastiest flick of their life.
yeah, there's no stopping them.
Yeah. Now with twins, they
Twins,
you see
yeah. I
twins
mean,
once in a blue moon, but when you do, it's kind of a gamble how they play.
yeah. They could be good. They could be bad. Like
Yeah,
it's
the
just a
bad twins are
meh
fun to
killer.
yeah the bad twins are kind of fun to go against because like they miss a lot with Victor
Yeah, and you just baby stomp. Yeah.
and you baby stomp. Or what you end up doing is they hit you with Victor and then you just kind of kidnap Victor for a while. So then it's kind of like that, and then afterwards they just can't really do anything to you because you know their whole power is Victor and he's kind of just sitting on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And then there's those twins that are like actually good, and then like props to them for learning them and being good, but like you know you really don't see them because who the fuck plays twins realistically?
Yeah. Exactly. Honestly.
Yeah, like fucking 0.12% pick rate. Trickster needs to go outside.
Trickster. Yeah.
They're like on par with Huntress and Plague.
Yeah.
If you go against the ass Trickster like Cellar Kitty like that one time, oh my goodness,
Oh my
that clip
goodness.
was
We will release
horrendous.
that footage. We will release that footage for you brain munchers so you can really munch on how bad this man really is. But
Yep.
I was dying laughing. But yeah, I mean like the shit tricksters, you're just like Neo in the Matrix, man, just fucking dodging their cards and knives and shit, zoom, 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 zoom,
For if
over
you're
and
like
over and
half
over
decent
again.
and the Trickster's not that good, then you just kind of it makes you feel good because they're just missing every single shot. Huh.
Yeah, yeah,
So, but if it's a good Trickster, you're not escaping because if you're in a spot where there's not even like a pebble to cover you, then they're hitting every shot. You're getting injured instantly, and then while you're like running away injured, you're still hitting every single one of their shots. So it's kind of over.
yeah.
So they're not quite fatherless, but they're up there.
They are, they are.
Yeah, I think Sailor Kitty single handedly brought down the Trickster level.
Without a doubt.
Yeah,
Like he gave us hope. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like wow, if some tricksters play like this, there's a chance.
yeah. Okay, Nemesis.
Nemesis.
I think it put them in the AI.
Yeah, they alright.
I think Nemesis is pretty odd killer. He's kind of like pretty generic. Um, his zombies sometimes can be really annoying. Just the fact because they're they're they're,
Yeah,
they're camping hooked. The zombies face camp, which is crazy sometimes. And then, or there could be those times where, for some reason, the zombies gain like 50 IQ, and then they just camp one gem.
yeah. I mean, like it is random, but sometimes that random just fucks you over.
I know. A lot of the time, the zombies are doing jack shit, and they're like stuck on a rock somewhere on the map.
Yeah,
But when the zombies do something, they are annoying. Like the rare times the zombies do anything, they are like the biggest pieces of shit.
for real, for real.
Nemesis himself, I don't know. He's not that bad to go against. I mean, his tentacle has enough counterplay. If you vault a window and then crouch, he likely won't hit you.
Yeah,
And there's some other shit, but yeah, I think he's not that bad to go against. He's pretty alright. He's like the average killer. like sort of like
Yeah,
Trapper and
yeah,
Wraith and shit. Let's see, we got a Pinhead. I think you can put him next to Nemesis.
yeah. They're pretty fun to play against,
Yeah,
in my opinion,
yeah.
with the whole box gimmick.
At times it'd be pretty fun. At times it's kind of dreadful because they could be like Box Guardian, where like they
Yeah,
just pull up on the box because they calculate like with their big brains. They're like, all right, the box might be over here,
and then they're just
and
there,
then
and
they're
you're like,
just there, and they're
nope.
like, oh shit, got that shit. Sometimes I'm able to do that, but I haven't played Pinhead in a while.
Yeah,
But yeah, like a lot of the time you won't see Box Guardian builds, but the rest of the time it's just gen protection. So you're just like getting harassed by chains if they get that box up.
yeah, yeah.
It's a little bit annoying, but they're manageable.
Yeah.
Let's see, artist.
Oh man.
Yes, indeed. I think they I,
Yeah, like a lot of I.
yeah they're
No.
not amazing. You it's like seeing an artist in the wild is like almost seeing like a twins. You
Yeah,
hardly ever see them anymore. Let's see.
yeah,
Um, they're kind of annoying to go against, I guess, but they're not that bad. Because let's say I try to hit you across the map with a bird, you already see it coming, so you can just kind of move out the way.
yeah,
The only artist like gameplay like you really kind of hate is if they put up a bird in a loop, so you kind of just like have to juke the bird or just eat that shit.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
Definitely, definitely.
yeah, it's kind of like bad, but it's also kind of not that bad. Let's see, the Onryo.
Onryos can be interesting.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time they're kind of awesome sauce.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree.
Yeah, because they're not very good a lot of the time.
Yeah, I mean, but like
When
their
you,
ability
yeah,
and their builds, like give a little bit of horror back into this game. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like you turn the corner and then you see this girl out the fucking TV. You're like, oh,
Yeah. And let me see.
yeah,
And then I've seen some good Oreo gameplay. It's pretty crazy what they can do with the TVs and shit. Oh, like you just like they
definitely,
could like
definitely.
condemn you in like a couple seconds, so it's pretty nasty. And then you're just out the game because they just tell you after they see like a little thing that's blinking red, it's over kind of then. Unless they're cheeks and they let you put a VHS tape in.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think Oreo's kind of in an awesome soft spot. They'd be running pretty like decent builds that you don't see super often. I think.
yeah.
Dredge.
I've been wanting to play Dredge for like a while, but I just haven't been like committed
Yeah,
because it seems like a fun little guy.
yeah. Dredge is
I mean, look
kind
at him.
of like fun to play against. I don't know. Not fun to play against. Play as right.
Yeah, yeah,
But I kind of hate the Nightfall. Like oh shit, because like a lot of the time where I'm chilling, and then the moment he gets on me is like oh shit, Nightfall's about to happen, and then I'm just kind of like fucking pitch black. And the only time
yeah.
I kind of hate it is if I'm like in those maps that are like hella open, and then you kind of just don't know where you are sometimes. Like lot of the
Yeah,
time a lot of
those
the
are
time you can kind of figure out
terrible.
because you kind of know the layout of the map. But the rest of the time is like if you get caught and you like kind of forget where you're at, you kind of have a rough time for rushing the map.
Yeah. Definitely agreed.
Yeah.
Definitely agreed.
Yep. And then they just kind of there, pull up on you, and then they just kind of like they're either like decent at the game or they're just ass or they're really pretty bad. I don't know. I haven't seen like an amazing Dredge yet.
Mm-mm. That's my goal though. Watch out forums.
You gotta fucking get on the game first. Shit. We're
Amen.
down to our last three here, folks. Remember to hit that bell icon and subscribe. You want to hear
Yeah, but
more
do the subscribe
podcasts?
first though,
Yeah, you want to subscribe
and
that.
then the bell appears, and then you hit it.
Yeah, yeah,
But like, make sure you hit it though, because like, there's this weird thing with YouTube where sometimes like you think you hit it, and then YouTube's like, nah. So
yeah,
just double check real quick.
yeah. And like, and our analytics show that 0.5% of you are actually subscribed. So
Yeah, sure, something like that. I think.
yeah, some shit like that. All right, now Wesker.
Wesker, glasses man.
Yeah, my boy. I think Wesker's kind of awesome sauce.
Yeah,
He's pretty fun to go against, pretty fun to play as.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah, I remember I looped this one Wesker in RPD like I think a day or two ago. He I don't know why he tried to loop this one pilot. It's pretty bad for him. Let me see. They're not that bad to go against. If you have like decent jukes, if you hit some 90s, they can't get you. But if like eventually they are gonna get you because Weskers tend to Weskers tend to like tunnel vision a lot.
Definitely,
If they miss like a
definitely.
hit on you, they're like, nah, bro, I gotta get this, and then they're obsessed with trying to hit that shit on you.
Yeah,
They just want to pin you against the wall like a schoolgirl. So they really want to hit that shit.
they
Now
really do.
Knight,
They really do. Knight is an interesting little man with his gang.
kind of don't like Knight. Needs to go outside.
Really?
Yeah, every single time it's a Knight, 100 like nine, at least 90% of the time they have a 3 gen build.
Yeah, definitely.
But they just like set up, and then it just takes forever to break it. If you do manage to break it, then and then they just become the saltiest motherfuckers because then they just like tunnel and camp the one person they find because they wasted like 25 minutes of your time.
Yep. Yep.
But if you when you do manage to break it, and then let's say everybody gets out, and then they are the biggest losers in the planet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now on to the final candidate here. We got fucking Skull Merchant, trash ass. Put him in
Where
date.
do we
I
even go? Eight? Okay.
I played against like 5, I think, because you don't really see so many people play or not. But
Because they're terrible.
yeah, I mean, whenever I do play, I can do some shit. I'm not that bad, but like it's like when you're playing it feels like you're doing a whole lot of nothing
Yeah.
because you're putting it on a drone, and then the drone's really like your whole thing. So then there's like
You just feel like an M1 killer that
yeah,
has
you're
like
literally just an
a
M1 killer.
ability sometimes.
Yeah, you're literally
Yeah.
just an M1 killer. So then you're pulling up, and then you put your drone down, and you just feel like you're doing a whole lot of nothing because you're just kind of like they give you like haste and shit. So you just kind of like you're anticipating your status effect when it comes in and out. You're like,
Yeah.
oh shit,
Yeah.
they're in the field right now. I could catch up to this dude. Like, oh, this guy has a claw trap on. I could do this. I could probably make it to that window now. But then it's like the rest of the
It's
time you don't have shit.
you don't
I
have
mean, you could close
anything
off like
at
a loop,
all.
sort of. If
Yeah,
they're
you
if they're
can.
if they're fully health, and then
Like an
you put up a
infinite.
drone. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're injured, though, they can give less of a fuck.
True. Very true.
He's like, "Oh shit, I'm in your drone area. That's awesome. I'm
Oh
gonna
man,
just
that's
walk
crazy.
around here and loop you in it."
Yeah.
But I mean, it's
Like,
it's kind of less viable now because it gives you haste while they're in it. So
yeah, because they had to like, they realized, I don't know how they didn't realize it sooner that she's just awful at the
yeah,
video
it's
game.
just ass. So behavior fails
And
in creating a good killer when they just slap. They're like, "All right, he's not that good. Let's slap some haste on there."
yeah, like,
They did the same
oh
thing
my
as Knight. They're
god.
like, "Oh, Knight's not doing so well. Let's slap some haste on him."
Yeah,
With Knight, yeah, like with Knight, the haste kind of doesn't really help too much. I mean, but I see it help a lot more with the Skull Merchant, but it's like she's still kind of bad.
yeah,
Her only redeeming quality is that she got some sexy ass skin, but like that's it.
that is it.
That is literally it, and that is the definitive bitch to go against killer tier list right there. In the fatherless tier for our audio listeners, we have Nurse, Blight, Clown, and Spirit, and the needs to go outside tier we got Hag, Huntress, Plague, Trickster, and Knight. And the they-ite tier, we got Trapper, Wraith, Bubba, Pig, Ghostface, Permahead, Twins, Nemesis, Pinhead, Artist, Dredge, and Skull Merchant right there. In Awesome Sauce, of course, we have the GOATs, Michael, Dr. Freddy, Legion, Oni, Deathslinger, Onryo, and Weskusi. And on second coming of Christ, we have two Lord and Saviors, Billy and Demogorgon.
Yeah, only two.
Only two. So, this is the definitive list. If anybody has anything other than this, they are lying, they are frauds, and they're infringing on our copyright.
Yeah, they're just trying to be different for views.
They
Unacceptable,
just want to be
really, in
us.
this environment. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if
I'm gonna bleep that.
yep. So like,
So, you just really said that person's full name and address, huh?
yeah, my fault, my fault.
You can't be doing that.
Live in Florida, in Tampa.
Before he reveals too much, we want to thank you, Brain Munchies, you little munchers, for joining us in this week's episode of the Brain Munchies Podcast. We hope this was a little bit of something for you to munch on. You know, take a minute of your time this coming week. Just really think about it. Do you enjoy DBD? The answer is no, and you should stop playing it.
I think you should really stop playing the game. But if you're like us, if you're like me, that you're like, damn, this game is dog shit, but you still hop on it every day. Keep doing what you're doing, I guess. But I strongly recommend you get the fuck off this game. Talking to you,
Highly,
nurselings.
like, highly recommend you. Like play some Stardew.
No,
Play like a
no,
game.
play an actual fun game, not Stardew Valley. But yeah, like actually go do something else with your life instead of playing Dead by Daylight. But
Yeah, like anything else.
yeah,
This man's just mad that he can't make his farm profitable.
nah, just boring as fuck. All right,
Go play like I don't even know. What's like a alternative for DBD?
yeah, go
Evolve.
play
Go
Evolve.
bring up go bring back go bring up back Evolve, guys. Like tweet at 2K hashtag 2K Evolve. Bring
Yeah,
it back.
God forbid you just want to be like, all right, I'm gonna hop on Overwatch.
No, like okay, like I didn't want to say Overwatch because that's another one where you gotta get off.
No, that's me. That's me. Fucking new Overwatch season in like 8 days or whatever.
Oh my god. Do you have the battle pass? Are you planning on getting it?
Yeah, new hero, bro.
What is your problem, bro?
Bruh, I got
Literally, it's
you.
free to play, and it's like terrible because if you're free to play, you literally get zero skins, zero coins ever, bro. If you didn't play Overwatch 1 and you're playing Overwatch 2 now and you want to get into it, you literally have to stick with the default skins unless you pay money,
For real.
which
Or
which is
if they feel
normal
like
for
dropping
like
like an event skin
Fortnite, I
that they
guess.
already like dropped before. And they're like, all right, we're
Yeah,
feeling generous here. We're gonna drop this epic skin that nobody's gonna wear unless you have absolutely nothing else.
for real, for real. Like I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate Blizzard. I hate
Before we
Blizzard
get into
Activision.
a longer spiel about why Overwatch sucks, Dead by Daylight sucks, but we made this tier list because I love it personally. So that is the end of this podcast. I want you munchers to have a super glorified munching brain day. Remember to
Yeah,
subscribe, hit that bell notification. Remember, only 0.5% of you are subscribed.
yeah. I would recommend that you tell at least your grandma about us. She will love us, especially episode 2.
Oh yeah, your grandma will absolutely love her content.
Yeah.
All right, folks. That wraps up the podcast. See ya. Keep on munching.